A tool that is great for quick check-ins for SEL or emotional support or building community or even for content acquisition to see how your students are doing with a specific skill. You can use polls within Schoology. So you'll find the polls feature under updates. So on your left-hand side, under your course tile, you can find the updates tab. And when you click on that, you'll see that you have a box here where you can create your update, but also this is how you create your poll. And your poll feature is located down here below with some other features that you can attach to your update. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in an image for students to rate where they're at on a scale of 1 to 9. So another option is that you can say on a scale of 1 to 10, you could type that in, and then you can offer your poll options down below. But again, remember I'm using that visual anchor. So I am going to go over here to my insert content feature and go to image and media. From here, I am going to attach a file. I just so happen to have a meme of where are you on a scale of 1 to 9 when it comes to Shakespeare. And here I can go ahead and pull in that image. Now, depending on the file size of your image, you can always expand or make it smaller so that it'll fit in the view. But it seems as though my image is actually going to fit quite well. As I look down below, it shows that it's going to push out to both of my linked sections. And I'm actually going to get rid of my section 2 right here because in section 1, we've actually been working through the different expressions of Shakespeare. And so this is actually going to work well to personalize my scale or my quick check-in for them. Now I'm going to go ahead and list my options. So I am simply going to go ahead and say on a scale of 1 to 9. You see how we have the option here where it says add option. And so I'm going to go ahead and continue clicking on that so I can add in my options up to 9. From here, this is where you have the option to go ahead and click on this bell. When you click on this bell, you click on this little checkbox here. What it does is it's going to make this update as an announcement. And I'll show you what that looks like in a second. The benefit of this is that when students enter into your course, they're going to see what that meme is or what that on a scale check-in is right away, but it will be missing this poll feature. And I'll show you here in a second. So I'm going to go ahead and click post. Here I see that as I have my announcement, I have the meme of on a scale of William Shakespeare, 1 to 9, how are you feeling? So when students enter into my course, they see this update, but they're missing the poll. That's where you would give direction when they are physically in your class to say, hey, go visit the updates. You'll see you have an additional one here. And then they can scroll down. And that's where you're going to see that they have the poll option that they can go ahead and indicate their score. So I am going to now open a window that has my mock student account. So this is like a fake student account. So this is the student perspective. As the student enters in, they see the announcement. They see this is what the check-in is. They go to updates. And as they go down to their updates here, that's where they can go ahead and show what their scale is. So here they're going to go ahead and select, and it shows that there's one vote. They have the opportunity to change what their option is, where they're going to indicate they're at in the poll. And it automatically is going to change the vote. And that's fine because you're just doing a quick anonymous check-in with your students. Let's go back to my teacher account. Here is my teacher account. I refresh and I see I have one student already who has voted as a 6. So as your students vote, you can continue to hit refresh and it is going to update the overall results. It's a great opportunity to have a full class conversation about where everyone is at. Kind of a fun way to kind of get a check-in on how are you on a Monday, how are you on a Wednesday, how are you on a Friday. You can aim to do this once a week on a scale, how are you feeling today check-in, or you could do this in multiple different ways. Keep in mind you could put in something like a question or an image that can give an idea of where they are at with their skills, right? So let's say you're working on an equation, you put in an equation, sample equation, give the options for the poll. That could be a quick way that you could check in to see where your students are at. Okay, so quick ideas on how you can provide those check-ins for your students and also work on that community building as well.